The widespread acceptance of propaganda, especially in the context of linking certain groups to exaggerated or false narratives of criminal behavior, can be attributed to several psychological, social, and systemic factors. Confirmation bias. People tend to favor information that confirms their existing beliefs or prejudices. If someone already harbors distrust towards liberals or non traditional religious groups, they're more likely to accept propaganda that aligns with these views without critically evaluating the source or evidence. Echo chambers and social media algorithms. Modern media consumption, particularly through social media, often creates echo chambers where individuals are predominantly exposed to viewpoints similar to their own. Algorithms designed to keep users engaged show them content that aligns with their previous interactions, further entrenching beliefs and spreading propaganda. Fear and moral panic. Propaganda often plays on fear, leveraging moral panics to mobilize public opinion. The fear of losing cultural or moral ground can make people susceptible to narratives that present a clear, often oversimplified enemy. Misinformation and disinformation campaigns. There are deliberate efforts by individuals, groups, or even foreign entities to spread false information for various reasons, including political gain, destabilization, or to push an agenda. The sophistication of these campaigns can make distinguishing between fact and fiction challenging. Lack of media literacy. Many lack the skills to critically analyze information sources, recognize biases, or understand the mechanisms of propaganda. Without these skills, people are more easily swayed by sensationalist or emotionally charged content. Historical and cultural context. Societies with histories of using scapegoats during times of crisis or change are more prone to accepting new scapegoats. Cultural narratives that have long demonized certain groups can be reactivated or redirected by new propaganda. Authority and trust in institutions. When trust in traditional institutions like government, media, or academia wanes, people might turn to alternative sources of information, some of which might propagate misinformation. If these new sources are perceived as more authentic, or if they claim to be outsiders fighting against the establishment, their messages can gain more traction. The need for simplicity in complex times. In times of complexity or crisis, there's a human tendency to seek simple explanations. Propaganda often provides this simplicity, reducing nuanced issues to black and white narratives. Emotional manipulation. Propaganda often leverages emotions like anger, fear, or hope to bypass rational analysis. Emotional stories or claims, especially those involving children or moral decay, can be particularly compelling. Repetition and normalization. Repeated exposure to certain ideas, even if false, can make them seem more believable. The more often a lie is told, the more it can become accepted as truth, especially if it's not contradicted by a strong counter-narrative. Manipulation of facts. Selective presentation of facts or twisting data to fit a narrative can mislead people. For example, highlighting crimes committed by certain groups while ignoring the broader statistics can create a skewed perception. Polarization and political division. In highly polarized environments, propaganda can be weaponized more effectively as people are more likely to believe negative portrayals of those they see as political adversaries. Mitigating the effects of propaganda requires enhancing media literacy, promoting critical thinking, encouraging diverse information consumption, and fostering an environment where factual, nuanced discussions can take place. However, these solutions face challenges in an age where misinformation can spread rapidly and with little resistance.